Thank you. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Swati Mataji, Sindhuri Mataji, Radha Sharma Mataji, Puja Katari Mataji, Jayalakshmi Mataji, Dikita Mataji, Rashmi Kiran Sai Prabhu, Deepak Ghosh Mataji, Anusham Mataji. Thank you so much for joining the today's session. Without further delay, we will start our today's prayers. I request all the devotees, please do the prayers along with me. Is my screen is clear and visible?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakayam Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Tale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Patakalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Sham Shri Rupam Sagarajatam Sagana Raghunathan Tam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parejana Saitam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakanvitam Sham Krishna Karana Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gokisha Gopika Kanta Radhakanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radha Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye
Vancha Kalaptara Pushchaki
Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namah Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarini Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. I request all the devotees, please do these prayers along with me. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Jaya
Jaya Sri
Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Jaya
Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda
Jaya
Jaya
Advaita Chandra
Advaita
Jaya Gaura
Chandra
Bhakta
Jaya Gaura
Vrinda
Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya
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 Sri
Sri
Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Jaya
Jaya
Nityananda Jaya
Nityananda
Advaita
Jaya
Chandra
Advaita
Jaya Gaura Bhakta
Chandra
Vrinda Jaya
Vrinda
Kaundinya.
Please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Om
Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Om
Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Vasudevaya.
Om
Om
Namo
Namo
Bhagavate
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Mukam karoti vachalam pangam langaite girim yatkrapatam shrigurum dinatarinam param
Namakum Sri Chaitanya
Ishwaram. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining today's session. Okay, I'll make Harshi Mataji post. Please take care of the background, Mataji. My voice is not so good. Please kindly bear with me.
Sure.
Yeah, today, as well as Varada Krishna Prabhu is going to join in our today's session. Give me 1 minute. I'll call. Yeah, Hare Krishna. I'm very happy that today is Varada Krishna Prabhu is going to join with us. I like to introduce Prabhuji to all our devotees. Prabhuji is actually in 90s. Prabhu was a software engineer and he left it and he joined iskcon. And after that, he continuously serving iskcon for more than 3 decades. And Prabhu is temple president for Bangalore and HTMC member means one of the president for iskcon. It's Hyderabad also. And not only that, Prabhu is looking after many centers. Like even though in spite of his busy schedule, Prabhu joined in our today's session. I request all the devotees, please loudly chant this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra one time, and we will welcome Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Hare
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 Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama.
Rama.
Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Yeah, Hari Bol. Umagyanatimirandasya Gyananjanashalakya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pucharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyatya Deshakarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Shri Gauranga Vani Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for joining us. I believe today we are dealing with whatever remains of the 18th chapter. My dear colleague Govardhan Prabhu has dealt up to the 10th slide. So, if any of you, Mukam Karoti Vanchalam Pangum Langayate Iti Supatamaham Mande, Shri Gurum Dina Karinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Dvaita Chandra, Jaya Gauranga Vani. So if any of you have 1 or 2 questions up to the 10th slide or so, this is a time for you to ask and then we can discuss and then we can move on. Anybody has anything to say about the 18th chapter, any general comment or question? Please go ahead. I'm listening. Feel free. Mostly in all my classes, I'm sure Govardhan is also like that. We interact quite a bit. We talk, we ask questions, questions are asked, we discuss, we clarify like that. So feel absolutely free. Don't hesitate. You may have some lingering doubt in your mind. You never know how that, how Krishna wants to help you get over these kind of doubts. Hare Krishna. Anybody has any questions? Raise your hand or just unmute yourself and start talking.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. I am Puja Kataria Prabhuji. I have a question, Prabhuji, about tamasic people. Govardhan Prabhuji clearly explained it's like they are ignorant. But I am not able to understand about ignorance. What I feel tamasic people wants to control everything. So
Tamasic people want to
control everything, Prabhuji. What I see them doing. But Govardhan Prabhuji always like in the classes say, no, they are ignorant. So please, can you explain it?
Yeah. See, those who have a strong desire to control or rule or have power and authority, they are said to be in the mode of passion. Passion means rajaguna. They don't come under tamaguna. You understand? That's the fundamental difference. Rajaguna people are power hungry. they're very they're very interested in upgrading their life. They count their success in terms of how many people work under me, how many people dependent on me, how big is my business, how many people's life is dependent on me, how many people are scared of me, how many people I have the authority so I can punish. That's called Rajaguna. See, it's a bit like that. Shall we say, power hungry? That's the right word to use. Power hungry, greed for power, authority, authority over others, especially over human beings and resources. So many vehicles I control, so many, whatever. In some factory, the guy will, his success, his measures in terms of how much and what he can control. That's called Rajaguna. Okay. Now, Tamaguna, people are indifferent. Now, let me explain to you. The typical Tamaguna person, he looks for instant pleasure, instant gratification. That means he doesn't think about future. He doesn't think that this is probably a dangerous thing to do. This is a very addictive habit. This could become a very addictive habit. It can destroy. No, the thrill of gambling, typically, they stake money and they gamble. The thrill of gambling, the thrill of whether it's horse race or this or that, or nowadays, so many things are unfortunately available online. Gambling, it can become addictive. It doesn't. Then the Tamaguna people are also sighted in the sense that they may eat or drink or consume things which are just momentarily satisfying the tongue, but they may be bad for the body. They may be bad for your consciousness. They may be bad for your life, your health, your family. No, they just can't. They surrender to the dictates of the senses. Some momentary small pleasures that they get. He may be having diabetes, but he just can't resist eating sweets. Tamaguna people are very, very short-sighted and completely controlled by the urges of the senses. Well, you see, technically we say that is a mode of ignorance, but not, it's not necessarily that they are ignorant of what happens. It's not like that. See, Tamaguna is roughly translated as mode of ignorance. But typically the behavior of somebody in Tamaguna is like this. He's completely driven by instantaneous pleasure and no long-term thinking. Aaj ka mil gaya na, today I enjoyed my whatever, my share of happiness or pleasure, whatever, through whatever means. We'll think about tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow. And such people, because they get addicted, they may resort to crime. Because they, for the purpose of having his daily drink or drug or whatever, he will go to any extent. Any extent. So that's the Tamaguna. Do you get what I'm saying?
Puja, Prabhu.
Puja, yes. Kataria?
Yes, Prabhuji. I have one more question now, Prabhuji.
Yeah, tell me.
The Sattvic people tend to gravitate.
Turn on your video. Oh, yeah.
Harekrishna, Prabhuji. Okay. My question is, Sattvic people are like, they will gravitate towards God, Prabhuji. So is what Sattvic, Rajasic and Tamasic, what I see and understand, only Tamasic people will not gravitate that much towards God. But when it comes to Rajasic, if they want to control everything, are they also into like, will they gravitate towards God, or like they will just back off?
No. They're also very devoted. Externally, it looks like that. But the trick is this. See, you have to understand. The Rajasic people also worship. But their worship is a little motivated. they'll perform yagya, Chandi Homa, because they think that maybe when they do Chandi Homa with 10 kundas or 108 kundas, they'll get more power. They will perform vratas, going around the temple, different vratas. See, their approach to spiritual, I can't say spirituality, but I will say religious practices is business-like. You understand what I mean, Pooja? Business.
Yes.
Okay. Investment. Let me see what I will get in return. They are very calculative. They're generally not interested in bhakti, surrender to Krishna, dharma. They're not so very keen. But even if they appear to follow dharma, it's because they know that dharmic people eventually become very strong. You understand what I'm saying? For everything, there's a selfish motivation there. They won't do anything without a selfish. Or they perform big homas, yagyas, they distribute 1 lakh laddus on Vaikuntha Ekadashi. I've seen all kinds of things in my life. Because they want to become famous, they'll put their photograph on the cover of each laddu. It's actually fun to watch these tamasic, rajasic people perform bhakti. It's great fun. Sometimes the cutouts in front of the temple carrying their smiling faces will be bigger than that of the temple or the Lord himself. That's the way they are. For them, everything is, how will this help me become bigger, better, more powerful, more famous, more richer? You know what? Ultimately, how help me become a bigger enjoyer? The trouble with Rajasic people is they just can't give up their enjoying tendency. They are more sophisticated than Tamasic people. They cover it up so nicely. But you know what? Essentially, they're the same gotra, same type. So for them, it's business-like, and it's an investment. For the Tamasic people, it's just instantaneous pleasure they want. And they indulge in all types of, typically, addiction to gambling or maybe even milder form of drugs or alcohol or different things like that. You got it, Pooja? So it looks like it is bhakti, but it isn't bhakti. Bhakti is, I want to serve Krishna. I mean, what do I gain? I just want to see Krishna happy, Krishna with my service. What he will give you, that is up to Krishna. If he keeps me in his service, I'm happy. So there's a complete different perspective, way of looking at things, bhakti and Rajasic people. Do you get it, Pooja?
Yes.
Does everybody understand what Pooja has asked? And
Yes, Prabhuji.
Tapan, you seem to have a question.
Prabhuji, I have one more question, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, this Shukradev, what entity he is, Prabhuji? What celestial entity he is, Prabhuji?
What's that? Shukra.
Shukradeva, Venus god. Venus Graha. What entity he is, Prabhuji?
Why you're under Shukra Dasha, is it?
No, not Shukradasha. I just want to know, Prabhuji.
You see, occasionally I go to some astrologer, maybe once in 4-5 years, as a time pass. I don't know beyond that, but nevertheless, let me tell you something. See, by themselves, no planet is very bad or no planet is very good. It depends on where they're positioned in your chart. Like, for example, you're very good at using the knife. Let's say somebody is very good at using the knife. Or somebody is very good at skillful in talking. He can use that skill to bring people to Krishna, like Govardhan is doing. Or he can use that skill to cheat people. So that by itself, ability to talk well, is not good, nor is it bad. Depends on how it is engaged. So, for example, Saturn is known to be some kind of a spiritually inclined planet. Inclined. So there is some basic inherent quality of each planet. I'm not so very familiar. If you give me some time, maybe next time when we meet, I will educate you. Right now, if I say anything beyond this, it will be a guess. I don't want to do that.
Prabhuji, my actually question was, Moon, Indra, they all are devas.
Mm.
And Shani Dev is a shadow. So he's a shadow. So Rahu Ketu is Asura. So I'm just asking what celestial body is Shukra Dev? As like Kuber Dev is Yaksha. So I just want to know Venus.
You see, repeat the same thing. Depends on which house they're situated in.
Yeah.
Their influence will be modified by the house they're situated in your chart. In some houses, see, a planet can be situated in favorable house, neutral house, or house of an enemy. And in these three houses, they behave differently.
Okay. Thank you.
What is the impact of Shukra? I need to consult some friends of mine and I'll get back to you, Pooja.
Yes,
You'll have to pardon me if I say anything beyond this, it will be guess. And I'm sure you won't like that for an answer, would you? So give me some time, I'll get back.
Thank you so much for Danvat Pranam. Hare Krishna.
You seem to be, I mean, really into it. Thank you for asking good questions. Yeah, we'll take one or two more questions and we'll proceed. Tapan, you seem to have a question.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Can I request everybody, if it is possible, turn on your videos? I like to see people's faces when I talk to them. If it's okay with you.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Tell me.
So, Prabhuji, I wanted to know your insights. Like it is said that you have to move out from goodness also, and you have to leave this goodness also, Satogun, and you have to go beyond because this is also a golden cage. So, if you can share your insights that how a normal person can move beyond the Satogun.
You see, there is one guna beyond Sattva Guna, which is called Vishuddha Sattva Guna. It's explained in the scripture, Vishuddha Sattva, pure goodness. Now, that pure goodness is when someone's consciousness is so clean that somehow, by the mercy of Guru and Krishna, by his previously accumulated good karma, when someone can't think of anything other than how can I only do things which are pleasing to Krishna? How can I do things which are always in accordance with Krishna's instructions? So when our consciousness gets refined or purified to such an extent where I will not think of doing anything other than what is pleasing to Krishna, then you have transcended all three modes. Because you will not have ordinary consideration in your mind. You don't think Krishna wants me to do that, I will do it. Krishna recommends this and I will do it. So when our consciousness is on that level of purity and dedication to Krishna, then we say that such a person is in Vishuddha Sattva Bhava. Vishuddha Sattva. Typically, Arjuna was like that. Arjuna was hesitating to use the arrows against Bhishma or against Dronacharya or like that. But Krishna said, no, they have taken the side of adharma. So basically, it is okay to punish them. They need not have taken the side of adharma. I gave them a choice. So you just don't make moralistic calculations. That's my headache. I'm telling you to do it. Like that. So that is Vishuddha Sattva. When you're completely surrendered to Krishna's instructions and Krishna's standards of morality. Krishna was not too happy with Dronacharya or Bhishma's standard of morality. He said, no, they shouldn't have chosen Duryodhana. So what if they were maintained by Duryodhana? There is a time when they have to give up. Like Vidura did. Vidura gave up and went away. They should have done the same, or whatever. So that is Sattva Guna. What Bhishma and Dronacharya, no, we've taken salary from him, we've employed by him, etc. But Vidura said, actually nobody should follow Duryodhana or Dhritarashtra because they've deviated so much from Dharma. It would be sinful to follow these people just because they're the king or the crown prince. It would be wrong, it would be sinful. And we can't perpetrate such sin in society. So that's called Vishuddha Sattva. Krishna encourages. But that's a different matter. They chose not to accept Krishna's instructions. And then they paid a price. Okay. So the highest level of morality and dharma is what? To follow Krishna's instructions meticulously under all circumstances, under all exigent circumstances and conditions. To follow unconditionally with great faith Krishna's instructions, whatever they may be. That person is said to be Vishuddha, because morality is Krishna. Krishna defines morality. Krishna defines. You know what? I mean, Krishna is not heartless. Actually, there can't be anybody who's more merciful, kind, and forgiving than Krishna. There cannot be. And when Krishna says, no, time has come to punish, it means time has come to punish. There cannot be anybody who's more gentle, forgiving, tolerant than Krishna. Some other day when I get the time, I'll tell you stories from the Mahabharata and Srimad Bhagavatam, which illustrate this point. Oh, Krishna is so considerate, so very considerate, and kind and forgiving. Okay? So that's Vishuddha Sattva. That's the standard we should meet. All right. So I hope we can move on to today's lesson. Is that okay?
Sure, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Who'll show me the slides?
Yeah, Prabhu. Prabhu, Vijay Kalyani Mataji also raised her hand. Shall we take question now or we take that?
Hope we can finish quickly. Who's this?
Vijay Kalyani Mataji.
Yeah.
Namaste, Prabhuji. Namaste, Prabhuji.
Namaste, Mataji. Where are you? I can't see you.
Prabhuji, I'm a little bit outside, so a little bit not comfortable with the video. It's just sliding. So my question is about the Rajoguna. So I just wanted to know about whether being goal-oriented and being passionate about some work comes under this, and if so, how to come out of it. I mean, I think it's something good. And it's also a way to go to Lord Krishna, because the Sattvic Guna is not possible for all to adopt so easily. So that's what my entire struggle in my life is about, because I'm a very passionate person towards education and I'm always goal-oriented. So kindly enlighten me, Prabhuji.
Are you a teacher or are you
I'm a principal of a law college, Prabhuji. I'm a
you're principal of
law college, Prabhuji, and I'm into constantly teaching, researching. So I'm passionate about my goals and, the outcomes also. I aim for something, and when all those things are still there. And even I encourage students about that. So how to follow up, I mean, this and Krishna consciousness. My humble request. Yes, Prabhuji.
Among all the students of Dronacharya, Arjuna was the best.
Yes,
Arjuna
Prabhuji.
also had a passion.
Yes.
A passion.
Prabhuji. That's
Arjuna
what he's my ideal.
Okay, we are speaking. So Arjuna had a passion to learn. Arjuna was very, very perseverant. Arjuna was sweating it out. As a student of Dronacharya, Arjuna was virtually following Dronacharya like an obedient servant, menial servant, wherever he went, running errands for him, etc.
Yes.
Also, goal-oriented. But you know what? Arjuna had a motivation. That is,
Yeah.
Arjuna thought for himself. And Arjuna was very clear that everything that Dronacharya is of knowledge, Arjuna was so determined that he will use it
Mhm.
in the protection of Dharma.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
Protection of Dharma, protection of devotees, protection of the elderly people, protection of the Brahminical class of people, the
Okay.
prophets and well-wishers of the whole society. Arjuna was determined to use his skill to punish the miscreants, to create fear in the heart of miscreants. And
Yes,
he,
Prabhuji.
so while Arjuna was passionate, and very perseverant and very goal-oriented, but there was purity of his purity in thought, purity
Okay.
in purpose, and
Yes, Prabhuji.
there was um, there was there was bhakti in his goal, you know. So
Yes, Prabhuji.
and Dronacharya empowered him, and Dronacharya told him when all those secrets.
Yes,
Uh,
Prabhuji.
Friends, Dronacharya told him that I will be very disappointed if you use these skills for anything other than for protecting Dharma. I'll be very disappointed.
Yes, Prabhuji.
And I am blessing you that you'll become the
Yes.
most archer in the world, greatest fighter, greatest warrior in this world.
Yes.
But you'll not use this to intimidate people, scare people, hurt unnecessarily.
Yes.
You use it as a tool to protect Dharma.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes,
So
Prabhuji.
while being passionate is okay, you
Yes, Prabhuji.
will
Yes.
do with what you're learning. Like I said, somebody wants to learn how to sing or cook. The best thing is sing Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
I mean, something like that. See, your skills have to be perfect, have to become perfect when they're used for a perfect goal and cause. You understand what I'm saying? See,
Yes, yes, Prabhuji. It's very, very important.
Hitler knew how to make bombs, but did he good of the world, or did he use his own?
No, he messed up. He messed up. He messed up everything.
Used it for his own personal crazy pursuit.
Yes.
Duryodhana also was rich, whatever, he was powerful, but he used it to,
Yes.
harm the devotees of Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So we have to be, that's why Guru, when we become big,
Yes, Prabhuji.
we want to be pretty goal-oriented. We have to verify, is this goal in any way helping my devotion? Say, for example, Prabhupada had a goal. Prabhupada said, I want to establish in practically every country, every city of the world. Prabhupada, Holiness Japataka Maharaj, please establish temples and please, unlimitedly expand. So Japataka Maharaj is also passionate about it.
Exactly.
We are also passionate.
Exactly, Prabhuji. Exactly.
100 temples in Bangalore city. So that's a
Yes,
So
Prabhuji.
our goals are all sanctioned by Guru, Krishna, and Dharma against the
Yes,
concept of
Prabhuji.
wanting to excel. If you don't want to excel, you're wasting your. I believe that.
Yes. I understood, Prabhuji. I understood.
That's for your best potential, and you should make yourself better person day after day. We should try.
Exactly.
But
Yes,
we should,
Prabhuji.
is it benefiting in the Lord, the devotees, Dharma, the society in some way? The kings, Kshatriyas, were very passionate.
Yes.
Very difficult to persuade Kshatriya once he makes up his mind, very difficult to persuade them not to do that. But
Yes.
if you are persistent in achieving a goal that has nothing to do with bhakti, then people call you stubborn, not determined.
Yeah, that is where, yes. Exactly.
What language you speak?
Yes.
What language?
Telugu, Prabhuji.
Huh?
Telugu is my mother tongue. Telugu is my mother tongue.
Oh, Mundigatam antam.
Oh no, అవునండి విన్నాను. Oh no, అది ఉండకూడదు.
That is, you're just blindly pursuing a meaningless goal.
Yeah,
But
that is,
the
yes.
person who's following the path shown by Krishna, that person will say, Drudamaina Manasunnavadu. That will
Yes,
say,
Prabhuji.
person. You choose to
Persistent, absolutely.
be known as Mundigatam, or you want to be known as Drudamaina Manasunnavadu. You decide.
Absolutely, got it.
We are here to help you decide. Krishna is here.
Yes, Prabhuji, really.
18th chapter discusses in great detail how to do goal fixing, what kind of goals we should have,
Yes, Prabhuji.
goal fixing. So someday, I mean, see, don't think your education is completed with this 18-day. I've been learning and practicing the Gita for 30
It's
years now.
lifelong, Guruji. It is lifelong.
I am still a student of the Gita. I cannot say so it's fascinating for someone like you who's got this passion to
Yes,
blend.
Prabhuji.
Think always, how can I make my existence by doing something
Contribution to society.
pleasure of Krishna and for the welfare of mankind. Okay,
Yes, Prabhuji.
I'll be very happy to help you achieve something like that. Thank you very much.
Sure,
That-
thank you, Prabhuji. So enlightened. Namaste,
That-
Prabhuji. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
That was a very smart question. Yeah.
Thank you,
So
Prabhuji.
can we go on?
Yes, Prabhu, with your permission. Shall I start the slideshow, Prabhu?
Yes, yes.
From first slide, I'll say, Prabhu. We'll quickly summarize.
Sure.
Session 18, Prabhu. Overview, chapter 18. Moksha Sankhya. And generally, we'll dedicate this to His Divine Grace as Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, founder of iskcon, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. We discussed this, Prabhu. And
Yes.
the last chapter is Smile. Smile.
Yoga. Carry on.
Akram is Smile, Prabhu. Summary of Karma Yoga. This part I have covered, Prabhu. Almost I have covered. Second one is modes of nature. This is about to cover ideal worker, love of God, and results.
Slides are not moving here.
Yeah.
I only
Net
now
is a little slow, I think. Summary of this Karma Yoga, Prabhu. This renunciation. True. What is true renunciation? Is discussed. And this look also we discussed it, Prabhu. What is true renunciation with different examples. And motivation from false ego. This part of a little bit we have discussed, Prabhu. From here we have discussed.
Prabhu, you're still on slide 4. Visible slide is 4. The slides don't seem to be moving. What's the problem?
1 minute, Prabhu.
Yeah, now it's moving. But we are summary of Karma Yoga as far as the slide is concerned.
I'll share it once. Is it clear, Prabhu? Is my screen is visible?
Yeah, now something has come. True motivation. 18.17.
Yes, Prabhu. From here we have to start.
Okay. So Here is the verse number 18.17.
Prabhuji, you're on mute. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, you are on mute. We can't hear
Yeah,
you.
yeah, okay. Can someone read the translation?
One who is not motivated by false ego, whose intelligence is not entangled, though he kills men in this world, does not kill, nor is he bound by his actions.
You see, this is a very tricky verse. Please understand it carefully. One who is not motivated by false ego, whose intelligence is not entangled, though he kills someone in this world, does not kill, nor is he bound by his actions. See, typically it means that when someone is obeying another person, I'm not acting on my own, I'm not acting as per my mind or my intelligence or anything. I'm just acting as per some instructions given by somebody. And so the result typically goes to that person. So I am exempted. I am exempted. Like Arjuna is given the assurance by Krishna, please act on my behalf as per my instruction. You will not suffer the karma for it. Because you're acting as per my instruction. If there is any karma, I will take it. Because you're doing as per my instruction. So, to act solely and wholly as per the instructions of Krishna, it means then when you're not acting out of selfishness, out of your personal ego, personal motivation, selfishness or anything, you're acting as instructions of Krishna. So it is not the same as acting out of selfishness. You understand? There's a huge difference between the two. You see, please understand, Duryodhana was acting for his own sense pleasure, his own desire, evil, unfair, wrong desire to enjoy his kingdom and Pandavas' kingdom also. That's his own personal desire. So he was resorting to, cheating, betrayal, everything. He wanted to enjoy his kingdom, but he wanted to enjoy Draupadi, whatever it is. What is it called? Pandavas' kingdom as well. He wanted to enjoy both. That's not correct. That's not allowed. But whereas the Pandavas, they wanted to take back only their share of the kingdom. Only their share of the kingdom. And they were doing so at the order of Krishna. Isn't there a difference? Is there a difference or not? Tell me.
Yes, Prabhuji, there is a difference.
Yes.
Okay. So if you understand that there is a difference in these two scenarios, then you have understood this verse. So when you act as per the instructions of Krishna, it is different. Okay. Then you're protected from karma also. Next slide. I hope this is clear. There is the Duryodhanas on one side, there is the Pandavas on the other side. The Pandavas are acting purely, not out of selfish motivation, on the order of Krishna, at the direction of Krishna. And it is restricted to get back their kingdom. That's all. But the Kauravas, they want their kingdom. They want to steal Pandavas' kingdom also. They don't want to give back what is rightfully belonging to the Pandavas. So there's a huge difference between the two understandings and platform. And hence the Kauravas pay their price. Hence the Pandavas are rewarded. Okay? Do you get it? Hence the Pandavas are rewarded. Okay? Yeah, next slide. Yeah.
My net is very slow from laptop. Can I share from mobile, Prabhu?
No, chat. Yeah, that's fine. Like someone is written in the chat box, perfect understanding. Vijaya Kalyani. Like the army fighting for the nation. Correct.
Thank
So-
you, Prabhuji.
Perfect. The soldier will kill somebody. He's not punished. The soldier is not punished. He's rewarded. He's rewarded.
Yes,
He's a-
Prabhuji.
Correct. Kalyani, perfect example. Thank you for coming to my.
Thank you,
Well,
Prabhuji. Thank
I
you.
can't. Where are you? Okay, you haven't turned on
Yeah,
the video.
yes. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yeah, very
Thank
nice.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Next slide. I'll be happy if anybody for whom it is possible, turn on your videos. It's nice to know whom I am talking to. You know, I have a joke with my students. I tell them, if you don't turn on the video, then you ask my old students, they'll tell you what I say. Nice. Thank you, Kalyani.
Prabhuji, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, now let's move on. What's the next slide? Yeah, somebody can quickly read.
Supreme Lord is the ultimate cause. One is complete Krishna consciousness under the direction of super soul within the heart is naturally not bound by any activity, not
Kya
Not-
hua?
not ultimately responsible for their action. They think Krishna as super cause. Do not get
Enamored.
by the fruits of their action. Not motivated by false ego, intelligence is not entangled.
See, the same thing which I mentioned is now being explained more detailedly. The person is working for the boss, like exactly like Kalyani said, working for the whatever army. So if he kills somebody, he doesn't, I mean, he's not punished. But you know what? If the same soldier kills somebody during peacetime, comes back home and kills somebody, then he's punished. Then he's punished. So you take the two actions of a soldier, then you'll know what I'm saying. In the war, out there, let's say some country, ABC, you know which country I'm referring to, ABC, C country is attacking us. And we are out there fighting a bad battle, and you kill some people, kills the soldiers. He's doing it. But if the same man comes back home and says, there I killed, I wasn't punished, so here let me try. No. You got it? So there is a difference. All right. Good question. Yes. Yeah. Next shloka. Next slide.
Yeah, Prabhu, I'm sharing one. Sorry, Prabhu, I lost my power here, and internet is very slow here.
That's okay.
I'm sharing from.
Yes. Somebody can read.
Recording in progress.
Modes of nature 19 to 40.
Nature 19.
Modes entangle us. I cannot see that, Prabhuji. Knowledge,
Okay.
work, understanding, determination, helplessness, happiness.
You see, let me tell you something. See, modes of nature means you see, ultimately, a person is peaceful when there is clarity, there is clear, defined goal, there is a clear, defined method, there's a clear, very clear, defined leadership under whom he or she is working. So there has to be clarity and certainty in the goal, in the strategy, in how we're going to do it, in what you're going to use, what weapons, whatever, you know, how we are going to do, what we have to do if some obstacle comes in the way. So the entire path is carefully planned. So in such cases, we can say that a person is well situated. But let's say everything else is good, but your goal is terrible, like Duryodhana. Then all these methods that you're using are of no use, in the sense that all these methods that you're using are also tinged, are also spoiled by your greed or revengeful mood that you're having, or by your betrayal, or by your cheating. So the goal, the primary thing is goal has to be fixed. Our goal is simple. The goal of a devotee, can someone tell me what is the goal of a devotee?
Krishna consciousness.
Yeah. So how do you define that? I mean, in practical terms.
Whatever I am doing, I will offer it to Krishna, whether awake or doing work or walking, anything. Everything is in Krishna consciousness. Just thinking about Krishna, doing everything.
Jaji,
Yes.
You're being very smart and clever and tricky. I won't fully accept your answer. You are saying, whatever I do, I'll offer it to Krishna.
Yeah.
Krishna may or may not accept whatever we do. Puja, please understand, madam. The thing is this. Krishna will accept only those things which he allows us to do. You cannot say, whatever I offer, I will do and then offer to Krishna. You understand what I'm saying? There's a big difference. We do what Krishna asks us to do. We do what is pleasing to Krishna. We do what is according to concept of dharma, bhakti, truthfulness, etc. And then we offer to Krishna. We cannot do whatever we like to do, whatever our mind dictates, and then say, I'm offering it to Krishna. Okay, I'll give you an example. Let's say your son comes home from work or school or college and he's had a late day. I mean, he's gone for tuitions and then he's gone out, whatever. And he's coming back late and he's saying, Mommy, I'm hungry. I'm very hungry. Keep something for me. And what does typically a mother do? Mother knows when he's hungry, when he's tired, when he's irritated, the mommy will think, okay, I know I have to make puri paneer sabji today and he'll be thrilled about it. I have to make puri paneer sabji and fix a nice sweet lassi or whatever, whatever your son likes. You will be dictated by what your son likes. And that you will do because you want to please your son. Same way, a devotee is always dictated by what Krishna likes. Not that I do what I like and then I ask my son. No, it's not done like that. No mother does that. A mother is always careful. Typically, a wife also is like that. Always careful. Husbands also, good. I mean, the ones who are nice, whatever, most of them I believe are, they know, okay, my wife likes this. So let me pick up one for her or something like that. So it is similarly, bhakti means we are dictated by what Krishna likes, what Krishna wants, what is pleasing to Krishna. There's a huge change in our thinking process when we want Krishna consciousness. Means there's a massive change in our thinking process. For billions and billions and billions and billions of lifetimes, we have been thinking, let me do what I like to do. And we get entangled because we are at the center of our life. I mean, people may say, yeah, why not? I'm the center of my life. The most important person in my life is myself. So I'll do everything as per my choice, my like, my dictates, my whims, my fancy. No, that's okay. But we've been doing that for millions of lifetimes. But a person who will say, actually, I belong to Krishna. This world belongs to Krishna. I belong to Krishna. Krishna is my protector. Krishna is the cause of all causes. Krishna is my eternal father. Krishna is my provider. Krishna is my destination. Krishna is where I came from. I mean, Krishna means Krishna Loka is my destination. So I better do something which is pleasing to Krishna. Krishna is the life source. Krishna is everything actually. So let me do what is pleasing to Krishna. So 18th chapter says, here you go. Start thinking differently. Now, what's the difference between how we have been thinking billions of lifetimes and now? Tell me, can someone tell me clearly?
Think about Krishna and do what Krishna likes and act according to what Krishna will like.
Yeah. Likit Lehanti. Would you like to try? Likit. Why don't you say something?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Ah, tell me.
What I know about what I do is I always as attended the Krishna consciousness classes. I follow the truth. Whatever I offer my prayers to Krishna, and that's what I'm as of now though.
Thank you. Fantastic. Deepa Ghosh, would you like to say something? Deepa Ghosh, what happened? Ki hoiche?
Oh, this is a internet issue.
শুনতে পাচ্ছি না। Okay, she's having some trouble coming online. Radha Sharma, would you like to say something? Radha Sharma, are you there? क्या हुआ? Okay, somebody has written something in chat. Can somebody read it?
Living a life in completely service of Krishna, being a mere channel through which Krishna could be exercising in the world.
That's interesting. All right. So, do you get the difference, Krishna consciousness and how we have lived for billions of lifetimes?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Uma, you want to say something? Right?
Whatever we do, we have to completely surrender to Krishna and perform whatever the duties and work in everything. We have to completely surrender to Krishna and do it.
Yeah, correct. But you see, there's a small change I want you to make.
Okay,
Whatever you do should be as per Krishna's instructions.
Okay.
Whatever I say, I will surrender completely now, Krishna, please. No, it doesn't work like that.
Okay.
What you do should be completely as per Krishna's instructions. So millions of lifetimes, I will do whatever I like, I'll offer to Krishna. No, I will do what Krishna wants me to do, then I'll offer it to Krishna. What
Okay.
Krishna?
Okay, Prabhuji.
नाथ जी, आप कुछ बोलना चाहते हो?
Namaskar, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yes.
The Krishna consciousness is, I think personally, one should start from the childhood, because the God has given a birth in this particular world and created a heaven. We are getting a free water, living in this particular planet, and then we have to follow the Krishna instructions. We have to surrender to the Krishna instructions and follow the Guru Parampara. The Bhagavad Gita, what I feel, is the manual of a human life. One should live in the planet of this particular earth. One should read this particular textbook and pray to the Krishna, give us a bhakti, so we give us the blessings to follow the instructions, whatever you give, and then complete our life in this planet.
Wow, Kushal Nathji, 10 out of 10.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
10 out of 10. Do you all agree? I think he spoke perfectly.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
So read the Bhagavad Gita. As long as we live in this world, we have to be following Krishna's instruction and dedicating our life. That is the meaning of bhakti. From childhood, we have not learned to be grateful to Krishna. Krishna has provided everything free. So we should learn like that. Very nice. Thank you. All right. So now we've kind of run out of time. I have two things. I have two choices in front of me. I'll present two choices. You tell me what I should do. Like I'm asking you all to present your life to Krishna. I'm presenting myself in front of all of you. And exactly as per what you tell me, I will do. I am your whatever. I am yours. I'm serving you all now. All right. See, we have some more slides. 18th chapter is an exciting chapter. It's the final chapter. Okay. In one sense, this is the parting words of Krishna. The parting words are always very powerful and very impactful. The last words of Krishna, the last shlokas of Krishna. Now, considering the time, I don't know how busy you people are, what all. So I should respect your time. I said 9, so we should kind of close now. So I'm giving you all a choice. Can we all meet together 8 p.m. tomorrow, 8 p.m. and we'll focus on the rest of the slides and shlokas. I'll also tell you some nice stories as an incentive. But you know what? The most important thing I want to do is tell you what happens next. I have been learning the Gita for 30 years. And I can call myself a new student of the Gita and a fascinated student of the Gita, a die-hard student of the Gita. So, would you think it's a good idea that we meet tomorrow, 8 to 9?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes,
Prabhuji,
Prabhuji.
Yes,
we are
Prabhuji.
honored and privileged to listen you. My lifetime also I want to listen, because the Bhagavad Gita is the subject, is like an ocean. If we swim in that whole life also, we are not able to understand in detail. Thanks to you, under your guidance and all the Prabhujis, they are imparting the good knowledge and they are showing what is the path of a real life.
So, thank you, Kaushal Nathji. Is it okay? Can I have a raise of hands or a Hari Bol or something? See,
Hari Bol, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji. So honored.
Hari
Privileged.
Bol.
So one gentleman said, "I'm sorry, I can't make it. I'm traveling. I feel so sad."
Prabhuji, is Monday equally better option, or it has to happen tomorrow?
I don't know. That's a choice you people have to make. I'm okay for Monday. Monday is even better because Monday is Ekadashi. But second, tell you what happens. What's in store for you next? What's your next step upwards towards Krishna? Both these things I want to do. What would you prefer, tomorrow or Monday? I'm okay for both.
If Monday is Ekadashi, then it's even better, Prabhuji.
But everybody has to agree. They may prefer weekend, no? They're more relaxed.
No, Prabhuji,
Prabhuji,
if
what you can
Ekadashi
do
is
is
fine.
you can continue now also for another half an hour, and then we can decide.
No, I will. But I don't want to take the class well beyond 9 because that would be unfair. 9 we have to stop and then we have to. I would think it's unfair. I should give you time for questions. I would like to finish the main class if you say tomorrow or day after. Now, what's the vote? Tomorrow or day after?
Tomorrow.
Bharat or India?
Bharat.
Bharat.
We
Bharat,
will take oats, Prabhu.
Bharat means India means never again.
Bharat.
We'll ask some oats, Prabhu.
Monday will be okay, Prabhu, because tomorrow again we'll be having Krishna consciousness classes in temple and we'll be going to temple. Till 6:30, 7 o'clock we'll be in temple only, Prabhuji.
Ghosh, Puja,
I'm okay with it. Tomorrow and after tomorrow, Prabhuji.
Deepa,
Monday would be better, Professor.
I'm okay tomorrow. I'm okay with tomorrow and I'm okay with Monday also, Prabhuji.
Surendra Kumar Jha, Vahini,
Any day is okay for me, either tomorrow or Monday.
Kirtana, Sapan, Sapan is traveling. Rajeshri, Bharat, Bhushan.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Monday would be better.
Jashit,
Yes, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Janmat Pranam.
yeah.
Monday would be better.
All right. So I think the general mood seems that Monday is okay, right?
Okay,
So we meet.
Prabhuji.
Please come prepared with whatever questions you have. And now maybe another 5 minutes, 6 minutes. If there are any questions or comments, we can discuss them. Anybody has any question or comment about today's class 18 chapter, anything in general? Here's your time. The floor is all yours.
Prabhuji, you have told many times that whatever are the instructions of Krishna, we have to follow that. If you can summarize those instructions in, 5 to 10 instructions, it would be great.
That would be, Prabhuji, there are 700 instructions in Bhagavad Gita. But Prabhupada says, various acharyas say, the most important instructions of Krishna are there in the middle 6 chapters. And out of the middle 6 chapters, the 9th chapter is the most important one. So what we can do is, if you permit me, we can quickly go through the 9th chapter. Not now, just the shloka translation, maybe if we get time for it. And then we can identify 5 important lessons that Krishna is teaching. I'll be very happy to do this along with you.
Sure, Prabhuji.
Sometime, it may take 8-9 minutes. Just quickly go through the 9th chapter translations and pick and choose and say, what are the important instructions that Krishna is giving in the 9th chapter? Amazing chapter. We'll go through. Sindhuri, you seem to have a question.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, you, Sindhuri. Where are you?
I'm from Hyderabad, Prabhuji.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes. So my question is really about how we cope with worries, because the way lately I have sort of realized that the only way to sail through things is to just accept that things are happening to us, and that it is happening, Krishna sort of choosing it for us, and surrendering and accepting that has made it much easier. I need your help to understand whether it is the right attitude to have. That, somehow I struggle with striking the right balance between knowing what I have, how much of power I have in this, and how much of surrendering I need to do, and how much I need to know that, okay, this is probably his will, and this I must let go of, because I don't know, it's, just being consumed by worry is it's very exhausting. So how do I reach a point where I can convince myself maybe that this is his will?
Sindhuri, I'm deeply touched by your honesty.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you for being honest about yourself. You see, whenever devotees are going through tribulations and anxieties and troubled times, you should understand that Krishna is worried too. Krishna is deeply worried. Krishna is a stakeholder in our life. Though maybe we have chosen to ignore him, ignore his instructions, ignore his very existence, forget about instructions, though we may have chosen to ignore his very existence. And we have been, we've been doubting Krishna's,
Yes.
does he really care for me? Do I really count for anything? Do I matter for Krishna at all?
It's Prabhuji, I've asked myself, does he even care?
Yeah.
It becomes too difficult to have faith.
Correct. So I can only quote from the scripture. I can only quote living examples from the Mahabharata, or how, what, a lot of people say different things about Ramayana. Actually, one of the things that deeply worried Lord Rama was, here is this innocent little lady, Sita, so completely dependent on me. She doesn't know anything other than me. I'm the only person she can reach out to. I'm everything for her. I'm everything for her. And when I married her, I promised her father, I'd do everything within my powers to take care of her and protect her. And now she's gone. I don't know how what trouble she's enduring. It's not that Rama was henpecked, or, what, the typical way of understanding that he was missing his wife or whatever. I mean, yes, he was missing his wife, but in the sense that here's the mood of Lord Rama was that here's this helpless person who has nobody else and nothing else to seek shelter from other than me. And I promised her. And Lord Rama was, what is the right word? He was like in unbearable anxiety, thinking about how helpless Sita Mata must be, and in the clutches of the most cruel person of that time, that era, Ravanasura. So Rama was like, he couldn't sleep, he couldn't talk, he was like obsessed with the thought of rescuing Sita. Rama feels that way for each one of us who's reaching out to him. Each one of us who's reaching out. Actually, the Lord feels like that even for those who are not reaching out. In the Mahabharata, it said that when so many soldiers fought against Lord Krishna and Pandavas, it is said that Krishna glanced at all the soldiers on the side of the Kauravas very kindly and mercifully, and thinking that God knows. I can't say God knows. One wonders what their motivation is to fight on behalf of Duryodhana. Maybe it's financial, maybe it's something else. But Lord Krishna looks at them with great concern and as a well-wisher. It said that simply by the glance of Krishna, and simply because they saw Krishna at the time of this battle, all of them headed to the heavenly planets after being killed. It's hard to find somebody more kind, considerate, loving, forgiving than Krishna. So first thing is, without any doubt, we're traveling a particular path where there's some pain or this or that, because God knows. He knows where we have transited in this life, past life, but that's not the end of the story. It's actually a beginning of the story. It's not that Krishna has condemned you or me forever. That such a thing never happens. Such a thing never happens with Krishna. His doors, his door, his temple, his arms are always open for us. We have to reach out. And the fact that you've come for this program is one sure and most certain way Krishna is reaching out to you and saying, come, my dear Sinduri, I'm waiting for you. please come. Take this hand of friendship, hand of hope. Krishna is reaching out to us. Krishna, there's no such thing as Krishna letting go. It doesn't exist. Such a thing is not there. Krishna sometimes appears like punishing. Like I told you, it appeared like Krishna killed all. Krishna arranged for their death on the battlefield. But all of them got promoted to the heavenly planets. All of them, virtually all of them got promoted. Putana came after smearing poison on her breast to feed Krishna. And you know what? The Bhagavatam says Krishna gave her the position of a mother. Can you beat this? Can you beat this? Krishna gave her the position of a mother. He ignored the evil intentions of Putana and said, no, she came to me like a mother. That's how innocently, I mean, we can't say Lord is innocent, but you know what? Krishna will filter out the things that he doesn't like to see. He'll filter it out and he'll search for something good in us. And I can tell you this, you can reclaim your relationship with Krishna. And it begins by hearing about Krishna, attending such satsangs, somehow or other convincing yourself to chant the Hare Krishna mantra. Somehow or other convince yourself to chant the Hare Krishna mantra. And I mean, just swim along with such programs where you can get to know more about Krishna and more about how to reach out to him. Can I count you on that, Sindhuri?
Absolutely, Prabhuji.
I'm not sure if I answered your question.
You did.
Thank you, Sindhuri. Means thank you. So, any other question? That was a...
Prabhuji, I have a question. Dandavat Pranam. So I always used to think about myself that I came to Bhagavad Gita so late in life. I came to spirituality so late in life, in my 30s or early 40s. But the reason I think is because of the educational system. Our values, our spirituality is completely missing in the education system, and it is a waste of life. 18 years is a waste of life, spending the most core part of your life in reading unnecessary stuff which you don't even use in your career or in your life or spirituality. So my question is, does ISKCON have any plan to bring in any educational institution which has a blend of 80 spirituality and 20% material education? If not, why has it not come so far?
Well, all I can say is thank you, Sapanji. You're kind of resonating what's going on in our minds also. Welcome, join the club. We're also feeling so bitter about having spent our childhood in a very meaningless way, in being trapped by what goes in the name of secular education. But actually, it's a pretty cruel thing, this nonsense about secular education. Maybe it's a misnomer. Maybe the right way to put it is it's a godless education without accepting or acknowledging the presence of God. So that's the sad part. But yes, there is hope. So this Corona thing has changed the dynamics of education, spiritual education, dramatically. So there's so many online programs being offered by ISKCON, Bhakti Shastri, deep study of scripture, chanting, understanding about Krishna, how to get closer to him, how to serve him, etc. So radically changed. It has created opportunities at our fingertips virtually. This had, you know what I mean by saying fingertips. So you could just enroll into some program like this, be a part of this program, be a part of the satsang in the morning, every day. Millions of people around the world are joining such programs. We also have such a program. So that's one of the things I'm going to share with you when I meet you on Monday. Different avenues for you to fast track your spiritual progress. But yeah, you maybe because you're starting late, you should fast track it. And we're more than willing to help you do that. Get to know more about Krishna, come to the temple if and when it's possible. Take these programs a lot more. And you know what? One of the things that will make you fast track, you need a motivation, you need a goal in order to be able to put yourself into it. You should have a goal saying a year from now or something, I should also be a teacher of Bhagavad Gita. Govardhan, Harshini, different people who are in this group. We're all students about a year back, 2 years back. But they've made it. They're fast. Now they're teaching. I'd like to see every one of you become a teacher. So it's up to you now. How much? Maybe you can chant one with then increase to 2, 4, like that. Because only when you chant, you can start perceiving the power of these spiritual truths more. We're with you.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah, so my question actually was, does ISKCON actually plan to bring in any educational institution structure in the country? If not, why has it not been done?
You see, there's a whole movement going on about Indic civilizations and Indic thought being, entering into the education stream. So it requires courage among the political class also to be able to make it happen.
Yeah, nowadays all these schools, they are all privatized, Prabhuji, like ISKCON School of Institutions, where from class 1 to class 12 is taught, and then we have university education. So people will be tempted to get material education, but they will also get spiritual education. They will know what is Bhagavad Gita, they will know who is Krishna, and they'll know the demigods and understand life.
So we are collaborating with many such institutions. We are opening our own schools, colleges, and basically we want these courses to be available for anybody, whether he's still a part of the schooling age group or beyond that as well. We want courses to be made available for anybody. And so they're empowered with proper knowledge about God. So, which is why our emphasis is more on not university type of education, but providing opportunities for people across, considering their lifestyle, etc. So we have late night programs, early morning programs, empowering them wherever they are, whatever stream, whatever age group they are. But in places where there's a nice concentration of devotees, we have even started schools. There's 1 or 2 in Bangalore, a few in one big school in Pune, in Mayapur, in Bombay, in Tirupati, many places these schools are studying. So in other places, they have the weekend school for children. Weekends, children come, learn Sanskrit, learn Gita, learn shlokas, learn Indian Vedic history, learn about avatars of Krishna, purposes. I like that. It's getting interesting now. It would be nice if someone like you also were to be part of this process to make it happen or to bring it into reality. Good question. Thank you very much. What do you do, by the way, Supper?
I work for a multinational, Prabhuji. I'm in the US right now, so I'll be coming to India. I'm traveling in a few hours from now to India.
Oh, interesting. That's nice. Thanks for joining us.
I hope to meet you, Prabhuji.
Yeah, sure. I'm looking forward to meeting you on Monday. Seems like the whole class got shifted to Monday because of you.
Because of Krishna. Krishna is the doer.
Yeah.
The cause of all causes.
Yeah, but Krishna does it when some devotee triggers it, All right. Any other question, or shall we close for the day? I'm ready.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, is Ekadashi tomorrow or Monday? Sunday or Monday?
Monday.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Are we done for the day, or does Pooja have a question? It looks like some question is written on her face.
Today's class, there is like not motivated by false ego, Prabhuji. What is false ego, Prabhuji?
You see, false ego is when something is done centered around ourselves as being, anything done with an understanding that different from the understanding that I'm a servant of Krishna is false ego. You understand what I'm saying? Anything done on a platform of understanding which is different from I'm a servant of Krishna platform. I'm the enjoyer. I like to do this. Why shouldn't I enjoy? Anything centered around yourself as being the enjoyer is false ego. Anything that is denying your role as servant of Krishna, as dependent on Krishna, as part and parcel of Krishna, anything which denies this, or shall we say, reduces that importance of that role. See, I am originally meant, like my hand is meant to serve me. I am meant to serve Krishna. Krishna is the whole. I am part of Krishna. Just as my hand is meant to serve me, I am meant to serve Krishna. So suppose the hand thinks I'm independent. So anything which is breaking this idea that I'm meant to serve Krishna and my pleasure comes from serving Krishna, the happiness of the hand comes in feeding the mouth. So that's false ego. That's false. That's false understanding. You'll get to know more as we hear more classes. Is that okay, Pooja?
Yes.
You'll get to know more.
Thank you.
Suffice it for today. This level of understanding is sufficient for today, but you'll get to know more as you hear classes. All right. Anything else? Have a great
Prabhu,
weekend.
Yeah, Prabhu. Actually, I'm happy to inform you that few of our devotees, those who are attending this session, many devotees came to temple and started to serving in this Janmashtami festival also, Prabhu.
Fantastic.
You talked about Sapan Prabhu. Sapan Prabhu also helped us in Upugoda project, Prabhu. I informed you and you thanked for him.
Yes.
He is the person, Prabhu. He is having very good like upcoming projects also. He is doing on cows and other things also.
Very nice. So we are all here tomorrow. We are celebrating Janmashtami in Upuguda. Anybody would like to join tomorrow? Anybody who's based in Hyderabad? Sinduri, would you like to drop by tomorrow? Harshini, I don't know who all of you stay in Hyderabad. Pooja, what about you? Where are you from?
Hyderabad, Prabhu.
But Ravach kada Mirandaru tomorrow, if it's okay with you. We'll all get together, celebrate Janmashtami, sit together, have prasadam, and discuss life and bhakti. All right. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure meeting all of you. Govardhan used to tell me so many amazing things about how he's blessed with a wonderful set of students. I'm waiting to have a chance to meet you. All right. So if I don't see you tomorrow, we meet on Monday, Ekadashi. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for wonderful session, especially session went with question and answers. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your active participation. And we'll meet on Monday. Hare Krishna. See you on Monday, same time, 8 to 9. Hare Krishna. Vanchakalpata Vishya Kripa Sindhubhya Cha Patitanam Pavanebhya Vaishnavibhya Namo Namaha.